So FC26 has finally kicked off, and if you grab the Ultimate Edition or EA Play Pro, you already know the early access just went live. The big question is pretty simple. Is this the football game you've been waiting for, or just another year of deja vu with shinier menus? First off, gameplay. The pitch is where FC26 tries to prove it's not just FC25 with a different number slapped on the box. The big talking point this year is the gameplay presets. You've got competitive mode, which is fast, sharp, and tuned for sweaty online matches, and you've got authentic, which is slower and more tactical, designed for people who want to play like they're watching an actual 90-minute slog on TV. On paper, that sounds great. 2 flavors of football depending on your taste. In practice, competitive really does feel like the usual online chaos. Quick transitions, lightning-fast dribbles, and keepers that sometimes pull off superhero saves. Authentic, on the other hand, slows things down, gives you more time on the ball, and makes matches feel like they're breathing a little more. But let's be honest, sometimes authentic just feels like competitive with the sliders turned down. Slower pace, fewer auto tackles, more build-up. It's definitely better for offline or career mode sessions, but don't expect it to magically turn the game into a full-on simulation. Still, the option is there, and that's a step forward compared to past years where you had to dig into custom sliders just to change the vibe of a match. Dribbling and ball physics have also seen tweaks. You'll notice tighter control when you're one-on-one with a defender. Skill moves feel more responsive, and there's a satisfying snap when you pull off a roulette or quick turn. Ball deflections are less chaotic compared to FC25. You don't see as many pinball rebounds gifting your opponent a cheap goal. Goalkeepers, surprisingly, are actually better at swatting away shots without spilling the ball right back into the danger zone. Sure, they still have those "what was that dive" moments, but overall, they're a bit less frustrating. Defensive AI has been cleaned up too. Players track runs better, and you don't see defenders randomly freezing or ignoring a striker sprinting past them as often. That said, don't expect miracles. There are still moments when defenders step up like they're auditioning for a mannequin challenge, letting the attacker stroll through. It's improved, but not fixed. Now let's talk modes, because for a lot of players, that's where you'll spend most of your time. Career mode continues to get love this year, mostly in quality of life upgrades. Transfers feel smoother, the menus are a bit easier to navigate, and the overall presentation is slicker. It's not a complete overhaul, but at least it feels less like a mode EA forgets exists. If you're the type who enjoys taking a club from rags to riches, or just making your own player and living out the dream, Career is more enjoyable now thanks to those refinements. Ultimate Team, of course, is still the star of the show, whether you love it or hate it. Early access means the web app and companion app are already up, and people are grinding out those first squads, completing SBCs, and trying to flip coins in the market. If you're into FUT, you'll feel right at home. Evolutions, early Team of the Week cards, and the same pack opening highs and lows are all here. But yeah, the same problems are back too. Microtransactions, early market chaos, and that constant temptation to drop real money just to get a head start. It's the same cycle every year, and unless you're careful, you can end up spending more than you planned. On the presentation side, FC26 does look sharp. Stadiums feel alive, lighting is more realistic, and player likenesses, especially for the bigger stars, are impressive. Crowd reactions, intros, and little broadcast-style touches add immersion. It's not jaw-droppingly different from last year, but if you're playing on next-gen hardware or PC with the upgrades, you'll notice the polish. On older consoles, the gap is a lot smaller, so don't expect miracles if you're still rocking a PS4 or Xbox One. Now here's where things get a little messy: the launch itself. Early access went live on the 19th, but not everyone actually got to play. PC players especially have been running into errors just trying to launch the game. Stuff like missing registry fields, old launcher bugs, or just being told the game hasn't come out yet even though they paid for early access. Imagine paying extra for the Ultimate Edition, sitting down with snacks ready, and then being told, "Sorry, maybe tomorrow." EA has acknowledged the issues and is working on fixes. And that brings us to the big question. Is FC26 worth playing? If you're a diehard FUT player, you're gonna be here no matter what, grinding packs, trading players, and chasing that dream team. For you, FC26 offers enough tweaks to keep it feeling fresh without shaking up the formula too much. If you're into career mode or offline play, the authentic preset and QOL updates make matches feel a little more thoughtful, and there's enough polish to keep things interesting. But if you're expecting a revolution, you're not going to find it here. FC26 is still very much an iterative upgrade. The core gameplay is smoother, yes. The visuals are sharper, yes. But under the hood, this is still the same yearly cycle. And a lot of the long-standing frustrations, like inconsistent AI, occasional server hiccups, and FUT's pay-to-win structure are still around. Here's the thing though, football games are a bit like transfer rumors. Every year, you're told it's going to be the biggest signing, the one that changes everything. And every year, it's usually more like a steady squad player. You need it, you'll use it, but it's not blowing your socks off. FC26 is that steady signing. It gets the job done, looks decent on the pitch, and keeps the franchise moving forward, but it's not the generational talent that changes the game forever. So if you're on the fence, ask yourself this. Do you actually want to play more of what you already had in FC25 with a few smart improvements, or are you looking for something radically new? If it's the first, FC26 is worth your time. If it's the second, you might find yourself waiting for next season. At the end of the day, FC26 is fun, but it's safe. You'll score screamers, rage at the AI, open packs that crush your soul, and celebrate goals that make you jump off the couch. It's football as usual. Just don't expect miracles. Expect a solid season with a few bright spots and a few frustrating red cards.